What happens now determines what happens to the rest of the world.
Revolution will not be televised.
So, goodness. I cannot remember last time I did a video. I've been busy with a lot of stuff. It was probably might have been before break. I went on break, came back, in school I just took a big old, I just took a heavy hit from brass knuckles, which is this second semester of college. So I've been a little. It's been pretty hard for me to like actually do some stuff, so I've been a little slack and late. Also, I've been just tired recently. I apologize for that, but I'm trying to get back on my stuff. I uploaded a video a while back that I did at work with my coworkers. I'm trying to get back on my flow that I was before we went out for Christmas break, and starting back off with the movie reviews. A movie I was anticipating so much when I first heard about it. Black Panther. Oh my goodness. I was so looking forward to this movie when I saw it. I was so looking forward to it. I finally got to go see it. It was amazing. Oh, it was so hype. The trailers lived up to the hype. It was amazing. It was beautiful, visually appealing. I enjoyed this movie so much. Oh my goodness. There's a couple things I want to talk about like I always do. I'm gonna try to keep it short because I gotta go work on school stuff. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try to keep it short. Just a couple things I want to talk about. The story. A lot of people said that some people that had complaints about the film was like, oh, it follows the generic Marvel setup. It's like Marvel origin story setup. It's like the hero is introduced. They're faced with a challenge. They go through a struggle or something like that. That seems like, oh, they're not gonna be able to overcome it. And then they overcome it. That's not really a spoiler. I mean, like I said, this is something that Marvel does. But the way that they work the story in this time, I got a notification. I'm sorry, I got distracted. The way that they structured the story this time, I think, because about near the end, I started realizing it. I was like, okay, yeah, okay. So I sort of see it now. Like the hero's about to overcome at the end or whatever. But like I said, it was the way the story was structured, certain things that happened, the characters and the way it was acted and the performances put in. It sort of drew your attention away. Unless you just went into it just like, okay, this is just gonna be another Marvel movie. Yep, that's happened. There goes that. I knew that was going to happen. And unless you went into it like that, you really didn't pay much attention to it at all until like near the end of the film or the movie was over and you're like, and somebody pointed it out to you. It's like, oh yeah, it did, didn't it? Oh well, I didn't notice because I didn't. I was fully engaged in the movie. Another reason that I was engaged was, like I said, the visuals. Because like, I'm not really a big fan of CGI. That's why I'm such a big fan of the Dark Knight trilogy directed by Christopher Nolan, because there was not much use of CGI. It was one of the most realistic superhero films that they've done, but just visually, it was visually realistic. Like, I was a little worried about how they were going to portray Africa. It's like, oh well, this superhero, he's from Africa and he's the king of an African country. Okay, I was worried about how they were going to do that. It felt like Africa. It felt like Africa. It looked like Africa. The wardrobes were amazing. I've heard so many people say that they should get nominated for some type of awards, if not the Oscars, some type of awards, and I agree with them. But just in the past, with how things have been recently, I'm not going to be surprised if they don't, but I would not be mad at all. I would be actually excited if they got some credit for something in next year's Oscars or whatever, any award show. Because especially wardrobe was amazing. This, like I said, felt like Africa, the tribes, the individuals, the royalty, the warriors. It felt like Africa. It felt like Africa. I had somebody point out a scene to me though, like, cause like, oh yeah, this is like Africa. But then when they into South Korea, it's like, nah, that's not right. These three black people walking in South Korea down the street and nobody's looking. That's not gonna happen. I thought that was really funny. But just as far as like the location of Africa, it felt like Africa. It looked like Africa. There was no point in the movie I was like, okay, this is acting. This is a set. I don't really get it. Whatever they showed you, I believed. I was like, and it wasn't just me going in with expectations, wanting it to be good. I just went and I was like, I hope this is good. I was like, I hope this, I really want this to be good. I hope this is good. And I went in there and I was like, okay. There was no point I just was like, okay, yeah, that one really happened. I mean, it felt like Africa, even with the technology, the advanced technology that Wakanda has. There was not a moment that it felt like Africa. Even when they left the city of Wakanda and they went to the native lands down there with the tribes and the native folk, like that puts on as the cover as the third world country, it felt like Africa. There was, I really can't think of a moment when I was like, okay, this doesn't feel real. It felt like Africa, looked like Africa. As far as they had me, I know they filmed some parts in Atlanta. As far as I could see, I was like, this is Africa. They filmed this in Africa. I mean, I didn't really think that, but I mean, you could have tricked me into believing it because it just, I mean, you get what I'm saying. And then, getting into the performances, oh my boy, Chadwick Boseman. That's my bruh. I mean, you know what I want to say, but I can't say that because it's not proper. But yeah, that's my dude. Oh, Chadwick Boseman, I loved him in Civil War, and I couldn't wait to see what he was going to do in Black Panther. Anderson boy, Chadwick, man, I loved him. I loved every performance that he's done. I still want to see Marshall. I haven't seen Marshall yet, but I loved him in 42 as Jackie Robinson. I loved him in Get On Up as James Brown. I wanted to see him as Thurgood Marshall. They played it here at the school, and I forgot what day they were playing, and I missed it. But I gotta try to check it out on some website or something like that, or rent it or something. But I have loved almost every performance I've seen him in. Maybe I did something I've missed. He was on an episode of Castle one time and he was like a street performer and I liked him in that. Unless I've missed one, I probably have. I probably need to go back and find it. But every performance that I've seen him in, I've enjoyed him in. He did really, I love his accent. His accent is so believable. Like I say, he's an Anderson boy. I live 30 minutes from where he grew up at, Anderson, South Carolina. Just got to go over the bridge, over the Savannah River, and go over to Anderson. My auntie and my cousins live over in Anderson. And oh man, it's just, I loved his performance. It was so good. There was this scene in the film where he talked to the ancestors and he saw his father and he was talking to him. It's like you see it in like a trailer. It's like you see the purple sky and the tree with the panthers in it, and he's dressed in the white wardrobe and stuff, and he's talking to his father. And there's this one scene later on in the movie after you find out a little more about Eric Killmonger. I'm going to get to him in a minute, and it's just he's just like the emotion, like, and you can tell that he regrets the thing that he's done and that he wants to make up for things of the past. And you're just like, you can. Oh, his performance was so good. Oscar worthy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could be contended. But I don't know, like, any movies coming out more this year. But he put on a performance worthy of something, recognition at least. And then his opposer, Michael B. Jordan stole the show. Like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever been this excited about a movie. I don't know. I mean, that's probably a lie. I probably have. But just as far as I've been reviewing, I don't think I've been this excited about a movie. Michael B. Jordan stole the show. He stole the show. I mean, everybody stole the show at some point. But Michael B. Jordan stole every scene he stole every scene he was in. Oh, my goodness. He stole every scene he was in. It was great acting. His background, his backstory. There was reviews that you felt so sorry for him, and you did. You were just like, you felt so bad for him, and his portrayal of it, his acting made you feel sorry for him. He had a good heart. He had a good mindset. He had a good outlook on what he was doing. He was just doing it in the wrong way. It was like a J. Cole song I heard earlier. It was like, some songs, so you're going the right way. Bad news is you went the wrong way. I can't think of the lyrics right now because I'm just hyped up. My mindset's on the movie.
The good news is, nigga, you came a long way. The bad news is, nigga, you went the wrong way.
But, he had a good outlook. He had a plan. He had a reason for why he was doing it. It was a very good built-on villain. he was a great villain. I loved it. Like, and people talking about the Marvel curse. I mean, like, and I also saw something that Marvel curse has been broken recently with Zemo and the Vulture and Hela, and I kind of agree, and I would add him to that list. He is one of the best villains of the MCU. I'm going to go ahead and say that. Up there with, people will say Loki is overrated, and to an extent, but for a long time he was the basis villain of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And then, like I said, Zemo, he was, like, his villain was pretty good. The Vulture, I really enjoyed the Vulture's villain in Homecoming. But he is up there as one of the top villains of the MCU, and, oh, I really want to say so much, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it. I know I'm uploading this late, so the majority of you have probably already seen it, but for those of you that haven't, it's just something you have to see. It's just, he put on a performance, and this boy got built, man. You thought he was big in Creed. You thought he was built in Creed. I don't know how, but this dude got bigger, and just, he made you think that he was like, because you see Chadwick in the trailer, and Chadwick's built, but he's bigger than Chadwick, almost. And you make him think that he's an opposing threat to Chadwick, and he is. Both of them did so good, they just went off of each other. And they both had their moments, separately and together, and it was so good. And then, going into the supporting characters, I gotta keep this brief with the rest of it, because I'm hungry also, and I got work to do. Lupita, I love Lupita. She's such a good actress, and she did really good in this. That's why, that's another main thing I want to talk about. Female strength was prominent in this film. It was very prominent. Lupita Nyong'o, how do you pronounce that? I don't know her name, I don't really watch The Walking Dead, but Danai Gurira, I don't know if I pronounced it right, I'm sorry for Walking Dead fans if I did. But, yeah, Lupita and Danai, and, T'Challa's sister, Letitia Wright, strong, smart female characters, and the portrayal of them was really smart and honed in on. Really strong. Lupita, she was a spy, and she was... Oh, I'm so hyped up about this. Just talking about it. I really want to go see it again. I really do. But she was smart. She was independent. She was strong. She could fight for herself. She could defend herself. While T'Challa, Chadwick's over here doing his thing, she's over here doing her own thing. She can defend herself. She don't need, she's not like some damsel in distress. She makes a slip up. She's about to get attacked or something like that, and Chadwick's got to come save her. She's over here just defending herself. And then Danai Gurira, she's like one of the main the female bodyguards of T'Challa, and that's another thing I like, the female warriors, and she's like the leader of them, and she was just so strong. What she was doing with that, she was killing it. She was killing it. She was funny too. She sort of had like comic relief moments. She's like strong, and she's strong, smart. She's got a sense of humor. They all had a sense of humor. They all had funny moments. This is a very... Don't think it was a serious movie. It's like an all-on serious movie. It's a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. So it's serious. It's action-packed. It's dramatic. But it also has its funny moments. There's like, what are those? If you've seen the movie, you just know what that is. And people busted out laughing when they heard that. And I was like, what? Oh, it's just... Like I said, I talked about Lupita, I talked about Danai, Letitia Wright. Ooh, this girl is smart, man. This girl is smart. This just female empowerment. Like, no, I won't say black power. Is that bad? Can I say black power? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. For y'all, if you're offended, I'm sorry. That's just on you. That's just if your outlook gets you offended because of what I'm saying, then I'm sorry. I apologize. Whatever. Move on.
You can kiss my.
But yeah, female empowerment, black power in this movie, it was strong. It was strong, man. And it's just, it was great to see. I was enjoying myself watching this film. And the film, and the movies, because people talking about, there's going to be some rules, only the black people can go. I was like, this is a cinematic universe movie. I mean, this is a first, like, mainly black cast Marvel Cinematic film, but everybody can come see this. There was white people in there, there was black people in there, there was a couple Latinos in there, man. People were coming in to see this. It was a movie that everybody had to see, because there was a message in it that could be spread out for everybody. But just, I'm sorry, I'm getting off track, but it's still I'm gonna try to get more into it in a little if I got time. But yeah, Letitia Wright, she was smart. Oh, she was doing all this high tech and stuff. She wasn't just a little sidekick, something like I said. She was out here doing her own thing. She was building the stuff for T'Challa. She was showing him how to work it, and she had a little wisecrack moments. It was just, the cast was great. Martin Freeman, you saw him briefly. He had a moment in Civil War. What was his character's name? Ross. Everett Ross. He had some funny moments too. He was a comic relief character at some points, but he was also had his moments. Like I think they said an old Air Force pilot. He had his moments, like intelligent moments, and then like strategic moments. Like I said, also comic relief moments. Everybody in this movie did such a good job. Other people all I can say is they did a great job. Winston, Duke, Angela Bassett, Forrest Whitaker, Andy Serkis. He should have gotten an Oscar nomination for playing Caesar. You can't tell me nothing. But anyway, they all did so good. This movie was just something that has to be seen. People that aren't even fans, like I said, another point I want us to talk about, it could be a standalone movie for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You could not have seen, heard other people say this, and I jump onto it. You cannot have seen any other movie throughout the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You jump in at Black Panther, and it's just a great standalone movie in itself. I mean, there's some things that you're like, wait, what? That you may be a little confused about. At the beginning, they showed that Zemo was involved in the killing of T'Challa's father in the Civil War at the United Nations meeting, I think. Wait, was it United Nations? No, it was the Accords. It was the Accords. I can't think. I'm drawing blanks, but it was the Accords meeting, and T'Chaka was killed, and that's why T'Challa had to take over. But it was a standalone film. There was some things, and then at the end, in the post-credit scene, you're just like, I got you hyped for Infinity Wars. I can't really say much about it, but there's some points you were maybe a little confused about. That's what it goes back to other MCU films. But this, for the majority of the film, was a standalone film. This was a great MCU film. This was a great film for people in general, because this is a time where relations are kind of a little butted. It's just like racially, just racially, because of certain people's beliefs. Like, those beliefs were back then, and people are still sticking with it, and it's not how people should be, but it's just how people are. You can't change some people's point of view. Some people are willing to change. Some people won't allow themselves to see the bigger picture, but that's on them. And this film just said a lot. It said a lot. How just America in general had a message about America, for America. It had a message for us as like black people, and how other people, how like we treat other people, and how other people should treat us. Like, if you want to be treated a certain way, you can't do this to another type of people and then expect them to treat you differently, or be surprised when they treat you the same. It's just, this film spoke out so much. It had so many great qualities that everybody has to go see. This is not a movie that you do not want to miss. Ranking it for pass, rent, or buy, of course I'm going to say buy. It's a great film. It's a great film in general. It's an MCU film. Of course, I'm adding it to my collection. This is one of those films I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch over and over and over and over again. I'm going to find some time, and I'm free. I'm probably going to look it up on a free movie website and go and watch it again. When it comes out on DVD, I'm buying it again. I'm so hyped up about this movie. It was so great. Such an amazing film visually. The soundtrack, just the score. The score was great. The soundtrack by Top Dog Entertainment, Kendrick Lamar. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. It's a movie you have to see. That's hands down. I'm giving this film a buy. I'm definitely buying it. Hands down, absolutely, when I get paid and I don't have to so much stuff to spend. But anyway, definitely a buy. Definitely a movie you have to see. Go check it out if you haven't. If you have seen it, go see it again. Go see it again. It's not a movie. It's not like a one-time seeing movie. Like, oh, I saw it, I don't need to see it anymore. You have to see this movie again. Shout out to everybody. Ryan Coogler's direction. Last thing I think I'm gonna talk about. Ryan Coogler's direction was just, this man. He's Creed and Black Panther, and then Creed 2 coming out. I'm watching him as a director. Just what he has accomplished with Creed 2, just how it did just critically and box office wise. Black Panther, $200 million budget for Black Panther they gave to him. They trusted him to make this film as great as it turned out to be. It's a great time in film. Superhero films and film in general. This is a movie you have to see, guys. I know a lot of people don't watch my channel. A lot of people don't. You may, if you are subscribed to my channel, you may not watch a lot of my videos. But this is a film. Please just watch. Please watch this video. This is a film that we have to see as a as a race and as a people. We have to see this. Not even as American people. I mean, black people, you need to go see this to support the actors, the director, the story. This is a film that we as black people have to go see. But it's also a film that we, not even as Americans, we as people need to go see. This is rare when films come out like this. I may be overhyping it just a little bit because I'm just so hyped up about it. But trust me, I mean this with the utmost honesty, and just, you have to go see it. You have to go see this film. If you haven't seen it, go see it again. Put your money towards this film. You will not regret it. I promise you. Okay, I don't know how long that was. I tried to keep it short. It probably went over 20 minutes at least. Again, I apologize for that. I'm very passionate about films, and when I start talking, I'll just go on and on and on. And if you're subscribed to my channel, if you know me personally, you know this is just how I am. I apologize for going on about it. But gosh, I love this movie. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, and please like this video. Go like previous videos, like upcoming videos. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either. If there's a film or a video, if there's a film that you would like me to review, or a video or music video that you would like me to react to, leave a comment down below. If you haven't already, subscribe. And I'll catch y'all later. Hopefully I got more stuff coming soon. I'm working on a project that's either going to happen sooner or later. Hopefully sooner. I'm going to try to get back on some reaction videos. But school comes first, as y'all know. And we're making moves out here. Hopefully big things are coming. Catch y'all later.